Ruth Dyson is a long-serving Member of Parliament and is the current MP for the Port Hills electorate. With more than 20 years of experience in politics, surely she's a shoo-in this Saturday. Well, since 1999 she's held the seat continuously. This is despite her electorate boundaries changing from Banks Peninsula to the Port Hills 15 years ago. Now she's facing another boundary change. The Port Hills electorate is losing several left-leaning suburbs, which could mean that her political career is facing an uncertain future. Despite being Labour's Canterbury earthquake recovery spokesperson, the ministerial role has been promised to Clayton Cosgrove. Ruth Dyson has also dropped in the list rankings from 5th place in 2011 to 34th place, and now following her own request, she's not even on the list. That means Ruth will need to hold on to her electorate if she is to remain in Parliament. At the 2011 general election, National won the party vote, but the Port Hills was one of the worst affected electorates when the Canterbury earthquakes hit. Several hundred homes were red zoned, and residents have expressed their dissatisfaction for the National government. This means that the fight for this seat may be very competitive come polling day. National candidate Nook Karako wants to be the MP for Port Hills, but does he have a chance? He says he has the backing of the business community.
I talk to a lot of businesses across the Port Hills. One thing that they always say, thank God for the National government in the fact that they assisted our business throughout the emergency.
Compared to Wigram's feisty debate, the Port Hills MP seemed rather mild. The electorate already has 3 MPs, however Green Party MP Eugenie Sage and New Zealand First MP Dennis O'Rourke are high on the party list and are only seeking the party vote. Speaking of Dennis, he came out swinging in the debate when the topic switched to the earthquake recovery.
We need to ensure urgent action for the remaining red zone Port Hills. We think that's a disgrace it's taken so long. And finally, with regard to people who had bare land or uninsured land, the offer of 50% of the 2007 valuation is the grossest injustice I have ever seen.
Sitting MP Ruth Dyson was naturally critical of National's earthquake recovery.
The recovery overall has been very slow, it's been very messy. The Minister has not been a leader, he's been like a bulldozer. I resent one of our heritage buildings being demolished to widen a road when it could have been repaired and we could have had the magnificent, majestic theatre back again. I think that was a mistake and it was done with no engagement with the people.
National's candidate reiterated that the government has committed more than $15 billion to the $40 billion rebuild. He says progress is underway, which riled up New Zealand First's Dennis O'Rourke.
Things are starting though. I mean, all the underground, all the horizontal infrastructure and all that.
What about the people on the Port Hills who
I live on the Port Hills. I live on the Port Hills. I'm one of those people.
What about those people who still can't get into their homes, who still can't do anything with their sections? More than 3.5 years later,
can I just say,
and they're still out of their homes. It's disgraceful.
I really do disagree with what's being said here tonight, because I don't know where you guys have been. But just travel around
at home.
And then look, that's right. So come out of home and go and have a look at the great things that are happening in the CBD. Talk to people. Talk to a lot of people. Talk to the 80-odd thousand people have actually been done that.
So we listen to people. Look, we have them in our offices.
And they will tell you.
You haven't, obviously.
Yes, I have.
You haven't heard anyone, or you would know what the problems were.
I'm one of the people who have been affected.
And so am I.
Yeah, well, I know.
We've all been affected. You're not special.
That argument only finished when Green List MP Eugenie Sage had an opportunity to speak.
I think the National government has been a bulldozer and Jerry's been driving the bulldozer. If Green Party is part of government, we would give the city back to the people by restoring democracy. We'd hold elections for ECAN next year. We would make the City Council and the people of Christchurch at the centre of decision making.
So who will you choose to represent your electorate this Saturday? Marcus Gibbs, CTV News.